Hello, this is Todd Luck, and this is a review of Beyond the Farthest Star, Warriors of Xandar, number 2 by American Mythology. So this is part of their Edgar Rice Burroughs line of comics, and of course Edgar Rice Burroughs is the creator of Tarzan and John Carter, and American Mythology puts out comics based on Burroughs' lesser known works that are actually approved as canon by Edgar Rice Burroughs' estate. And let's take a look at the cover. So this is an attractive looking cover done by the interior artist, which is a very nice touch. And I just love the colors. It's intriguing. And we have the main character, Victory Harbin, who is an Earth woman who is on the planet of Xandar. And we also have Hucklebuck. And I'm not going to give away anything about Hucklebuck. He is one of my favorite new creatures that they've created. And I'm going to try to keep this review spoiler free because with other Burroughs comics, I can either read the novels and I'll know, who these characters are and who these creatures are, or I can look them up on Wikipedia. But with this, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who these characters are until the storytellers tell me, and I don't want to spoil that experience for anyone else. So this is going to be a very non-spoiler review. And so the interior art looks quite nice, both in the rendering and the storytelling. The colors are great. The design work I just love. I think they've done a great job designing these new aliens. And I love the little touches where, we can definitely tell the difference between their leader and a typical member of this race. I think it's wonderful. If you look at some of the John Carter comics, sometimes it's hard to tell the Tharks apart, or Tal Hodges will look like really weird or something, but here it just looks really natural and really works. And both our main characters are very well designed and well rendered. This is Tila, who is a native of Xandar, and she's basically the Tars Tarkas of this story. And of course, here we have the wonderful Victory Harbin, who is our equivalent of John Carter. So the original novel was set in the solar system, which has these planets that share the same orbit, and they're so close to each other that they share the same atmosphere. And so the original novel involved an Earthman named Tangor who ended up on this planet. And this miniseries involves a new character named Victory Harbin, who's in the new novels that they're putting out now on a planet called Xandar. And so we don't quite know how Victory ended up on Xandar, but we do drop some intriguing hints about how she ended up there and some bigger things that are going on, including some mentions of Tangor, which I really look forward to seeing where they go with all this in future issues. And so the name Xandar is in the original novel, but all of this that is in this miniseries is completely original. Burroughs never got to Xandar in the original novel, right? So everything they're having to create is brand new, but it feels like it fits in with the stuff Burroughs created. And there's a lot of Burroughs comics that you'll get where it's got, the characters from novels in there, but it doesn't feel like Burroughs at all. And this is the opposite of that, right? This feels like Burroughs could have written it. And the reason for that is the creators understand Burroughs. They understand his storytelling techniques. They understand how to capture that feeling. They understand how he created characters. And so they're able to create something that's brand new, but really captures that feel that you got when you're reading John Carter and Carson of Venus for the first time. And so the story and concept is by Christopher Paul Carey at Edgar Rice Burroughs Incorporated, and it's written by Mike Wolfer, who writes the American Mythology Burroughs comics. But I really feel like the spirit of Edgar Rice Burroughs is a co-writer on this. I really feel like the spirit of Burroughs is riding shotgun on this project. And so what I would say is if you enjoyed the John Carter movie, or you picked up those early issues of the Warlord of Mars comics, back when they were adapting the Burroughs stuff, and you're sitting there thinking to yourself, man, wouldn't it be cool if they could recapture that again? I highly, highly recommend picking this up because I think it absolutely does. I think this gives you that same sense of when you were discovering Barsoom for the first time and when John Carter was first on Mars. I think this really hits that sweet spot for me. And I highly recommend checking out the American Mythology's other Burroughs comics. They are really, really great. If you're at all a fan of his stuff, they really, really are keeping the spirit of Burroughs alive in comic book form. And so the other comic they're coming out with right now is Pellucidar Across the Savage Seas. And this actually stars Victory Harbin's mother, Gretchen von Harbin, who is a character from the Tarzan Twins, a book that Burroughs wrote. And she's in Pellucidar, and it's really cool. I've done a review of the first issue of that. The next issue, it says, is coming soon, which right now would be the end of October, the very last week in October right now, but obviously that is subject to change. All right, so that's all my thoughts on this issue. Like and subscribe for more videos, and until next time, come on, guys, give Hucklebuck a series. I want Hucklebuck the miniseries. Come on, guys. See ya.